Oh, I'm really hoping this road improves. I've got 6.5 miles to drive on this road, and I'm doing 5 miles an hour, and it seems like I'm going too fast. Yeah, this is a remote campsite. So when I was making this 6.5 mile drive up the pitted washboard gravel road to this site, I was saying to myself, this better be an awesome campsite. It is. Just enjoying the look over this lake. This basically we're in the inside of a giant caldera of a volcano, and you know all that rubble you see on the other side of this lake is like a peninsula of pumice, and over there in the distance there, that's the cinder cone. Yeah, so that would be like where the eruption comes from. But yeah, we're in the middle of this caldera. It's filled in with water, and now there's this pristine, beautiful lake here. And you know, the sun's a little low in the sky now to show it, but when I got here, you know, the color of this lake is like, I can still kind of see it, but it's kind of a greenish blue color. You know, really, really clear and clean, beautiful. Well, you gotta love altitude. I'm at a little over 6,000 feet, and it's 6:45 at night, and temperature's perfect. It's not hot, it's not cold. At 2:30 this afternoon in Redding, California, when I passed through there, it was 109 degrees. So yeah, elevation solves a lot of problems for me. And look at this forest. You know, like so much on this trip, so many of the places that I've been, you know, there's all these amazing contrasts. And where I'm at now, you know, I'm not in the Sierras, I don't think, but like Lassen Volcanic National Park, it's got that Sierras feel, but it's really dry and arid. But at the same time, it's this lush forest, you know, and you know, there's this thick green moss growing on the trees, which I don't think my phone is gonna pick up in this light. You know, and then it's all over this like lime green moss that falls out of the trees. And there's these kind of grassy, marshy areas. But then at the same time, you know, you've got the charred remnants of forest fire. I mean, look at this tree over here in the distance. It's just burned to a crisp. See if I can zoom in on that. You know, a lot of that. These trees just burned to a cinder. And then, of course, you know, those boulder piles there. That's just volcanic pumice. So amazing contrast here, and it's incredibly beautiful. I'm a fan of contrast. So I'm here Up there is the cinder cone. That's the volcano that created this gigantic wall of pumice and volcanic stone. It's one of the quietest places I've ever been. No wind, no birds. Oh, there was a bird in the distance. I see birds, I don't hear any. Amazing. So I think I've formulated a plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna climb that cinder cone, because how many people can say they've summited a volcano? So I'm gonna do that. It may only be 7,000 feet altitude. I'm at 6,000 now. It's a 1,000-foot climb, but it won't be easy. Pretty sure that cinder cone is the same substrate that I'm walking on, which is black volcanic sand. So it'll be, challenging on the legs because of the sand and black sand. It's going to be pretty hot up there. It maxed out at 91 degrees when I drove up here today at this altitude. Much better than the 109 degrees in Redding, California this afternoon. But it'll be hot up there. I'll bring plenty of water and an umbrella for shade. And when I'm done with that, I'll come back down here and I'll do some swimming in that lake. And that sounds like a pretty good day to me. So, yep, there we go. It's a plan. So I'm just sitting here on my campsite at Butte Lake, first night here, and temperature has dropped to a nice, comfortable level, and getting some really beautiful colors with the sunset. And actually, that's just been the case. Come on, camera. You can do it. About that Apple technology. Yeah, colors have been amazing since I got here. The play of light through these trees, with the red bark and the green needles and black sand, bluish green lake. Yeah, it's been really beautiful. Nice surprise. I was a little doubtful driving up the road into here, but the campsite itself is pretty jam-packed and crammed together here, but the wilderness around us is absolutely beautiful. And I went for a hour and a half walk after I got here, and I was over in an area over there where it was potentially one of the quietest places I've ever been. Like, no birds, no wind, no people, just absolute silence. So, big difference from the campground here.